What's going on, YouTube? I'm Brandon. You're back in the Gill Strap Garage. Still plugging away on the dyna here. You can see I do not have an exhaust on here. Probably a couple months ago now, I picked up a 2-in-1 Vance & Hines pipe for a smoking deal off Facebook Marketplace, but it was off of a twin cam softail. Now, the pipe will bolt up to the motor no problem, but the mount for the backside is completely different. Like on the twin cam softails, it bolts up to the frame somewhere. All your dynas are gonna mount up to the transmission. So that's where the difference is gonna come in. And I don't think Vance & Hines makes this pipe anymore. I was hoping that I could just go online, find the pipe, order the bracket for a dyna, be done with it. But it doesn't look like that's the case. I'm about to mock up the exhaust right now, and I'm gonna see what I can do to modify the old bracket, which, look at this thing, is huge and hideous. I'm gonna see if I can modify the old bracket and the new bracket to kind of work together, fab it up so it looks nice. And by the time I'm done with it, I'll be ready to tear my bars off, tear everything off that I want powder coated, get it powder coated, and have it finalized on the bike. So we're gonna see what we can do right now. I'm gonna mount the bracket up onto the transmission real quick. All right, let's get the pipe on. And another thing too, I don't know if it's gonna clear the mids. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take the old bracket off because it's interfering. Uh-oh, I'm getting stuck. Alright, I gotta take the heat shields off here too. I'm gonna do that off camera real quick. I'll be right back. Now that that's bolted up, let's try to see how our bracket fits in the back here. It's kind of dark. Now, another thing I wonder, I bet I can break loose the cone and spin it back so that the mount is flush. Because if you see right now, the mount is, can you see it? The mount for it is angled pretty far down. I'm gonna try to spin that cone around, see what she does. This is why I always anti-seize where the cone slips onto the header, because it prevents this from happening. It smokes a little bit when you fire it up for the first time, but oh, there she is. God dang. Well, now what I'm gonna do is clean this up. I don't know with what, I don't think I have an emery cloth here. But I'm gonna clean up these mating surfaces inside and out, and then when I go to put it back on, I'm gonna put some anti-seize on it. And I was thinking too about what I'm gonna do about this bracket. I think what I'll do is try to find some cardboard and make a legit cutout something that looks good, something that'll flow nice. I don't know, I'm gonna have to think about it, but we are gonna make this exhaust work right, look good. Another problem we're running into on this exhaust is on the mid control right here. It's hitting that little part. So I'll probably have to pull this down and file it down, because without the heat shield on, it's right up against it. With the heat shield on, there's no way it's gonna clear. So I might see if we can get any room, like before I cut this off, or you take this off and cut it down, I might see if I can just lift up on this a little bit more, but I don't think that I'll be able to. But I mean, we'll give it a shot. So I'll just try to unbolt it, see if I can pry up, push up on it, maybe clear a little bit more. I'm gonna mount this back up now. But you know what? I wanted to try to lift this, that's right. There we go. See, it gives us a little more room. I'm gonna get that anti-seize on here. Doesn't take a whole lot. Better to clean this bracket up too, I forgot about this. I'm gonna take this to the wire wheel. Welcome to the Rust Belt of America. She's a little pitted up. Keep that kind of loose. Slide in the exhaust clamp. There we go. Okay, probably a better choice to put the exhaust clamp on there first. Perfect. Got an idea, hold on. Here's the deal here. This is our old exhaust bracket. This is how far off we are from where we need to mount versus where it is. Of course, the holes don't line up or anything like that, but what we've got here, right here's the bracket that came with the exhaust. This is the side that was mounted up to the exhaust. This is where it would mount up to a factory softail. So from center to center, we are 2 inches on both these holes. we've got a ton of room right here, like above and below these. So what I'm thinking is I'll cut this off here, and then after it's chopped, I'll be able to mount that in there and weld. I'll throw down a little tack weld at first. I'll weld that bracket to the bike, and then I'll trim off all the fat from this big old clunky ugly bracket here. Smooth everything out. There's already been a couple other repairs in here, but smooth it all out and then go get it powder coated. Rough little cut. Smell hot rubber. Something might be on fire, I don't know. I'm gonna be really bummed when I didn't cut enough off. So check it out. I've got one bolt hooked up in the back, the other one's over there. Or the other one's not connected to the original bracket. We'll put a weld in between those two pieces, and then we'll trim off all the fat from this thing. Clean it all up, make it all look as good as possible, where you'd never know it didn't come like that. So stay tuned on this series, because I'm having a blast putting stuff together on this bike, getting some parts on here I've had for a long time, getting some parts done that I wanted to get done. So stay tuned for it. Don't miss it. Subscribe to make sure you stay in the loop. And we're gonna get ready for a kick-ass spring, because it just may be the beginning of winter now, but it's gonna come up quick, and we're gonna do some riding. So see you in the next one.